Okay, we're brewing today. We're going to be making the Stoned IPA clone. It calls for 2-row crystal Columbus hops. I'm going to put some dry malt extract in there. Chinook, Centennial, and we have the Weist 1968 London ESB Ale, and it will be dry hopped with Centennial and Chinook. I did start to make a yeast starter last night, so that's been going for probably a good 18 hours anyway. So let's get started on this. I did treat my water with half of a Camden tablet, so this is my first time doing that to kill any chloramine or chlorine that may be in there. So we're going to try that and see how that works. Since this is going to be a little bit lighter beer, I want to try to do everything I can to make sure it comes out right. And I've been out in the garage, I've been working all day. I'm hot, I am sweaty, so if I have a pretty shitty looking appearance, excuse me. So anyway, let's weigh out the grains and let's get started on this. Okay, slight change in plans. I came up a little short on my base malt, so I'm going to put 2 pounds of Maris-Otter in there also. Okay, this is going to be fun. I'm absolutely pushing the limits of this pot. Hope I can get it all in there or not. I may end up having to take some of the liquid out and save it, I don't know. You know what, this calls for 14 ounces, but since we're so close to blowing the top off the lid anyway, let's just put the whole pound in there. Yeah, baby. I've never brewed a beer this much. Okay. And really and stuff, this 2-row that is in here is not all 2-row. It is actually the grains that Billy Bob Dick sent me, so I don't know what kind of diastatic power is left in those. So therefore, if I have to and stuff, when I take a pre-boil reading on this, if I have to, I'll add the DME. If I don't, then I won't. Alright, let's stick that probe in there, see what we got for temperature. We're right at 151, so I'm going to turn this up for just a minute or two to try to get to about 154. Alright, we're going to put its little coat on. This heat in here. If you want to chase some Jehovah's or Mormons or something off, just tell them you're brewing beer. Oh, and I did neglect to say and stuff that I am going to mash this for 90 minutes. See if I can't go ahead and get a little bit better conversion on that. So normally, I'll have them crush the grains twice whenever I order grains from somewhere, but since I actually got these from somewhere else and I'm doing the brew in the bag, I'm going to give an extra 30 minutes to convert. So, stay tuned, we'll be back. Okay, our 90-minute mash is up. Let's pull this out. This only lost 2 degrees temperature in 90 minutes, so I'm real happy about that. Alright. And since I'm going to have to boil after I get that I have to hose that off. Very sticky. Anyway, there's approximately, I put 6.5 gallons of water in this to begin with, so there's a lot of liquid in that pot. So I'm going to squeeze the grain bag, and yes, squeeze the bag. There's not going to be any tannins come out of that. Myth. I've never had any trouble squeezing the bag, so I'm going to push down on that, and then we're going to get started on our boil. So stick around. Okay, we're about to get boil and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in. This first edition is 1 ounce of Columbus. And this will boil for 90 minutes also, so this is going to be a long recipe. We're boiling. Okay, pre-boil gravity was 1052. I'm going to add a pound of dry malt extract to boost the gravity up some. Okay, 30 minutes left in the boil. 1 ounce of Chinook. We'll be back in 20 minutes and we'll add, or 15 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, time to add my wort chiller. This has boiled down quite a bit. And also time for the Whirl Flock Tablet, 5 minutes, and I'll put the last addition of hops in that for the boil. We'll be back. Okay, 10 minutes left, and ½ ounce of Centennial. And almost forgot. Somebody reminded me. Good thing. Yeast nutrient. There we go. Good thing somebody's here to remind me. Okay, our time is up. Alrighty. Alright, time to start chilling this bad boy. Once again, using the pump system. I'll cycle that for a while, and then I've got a bag of ice I can actually add to that, so we'll see how it goes. Sanitizer. We'll transfer this to somewhere cold. Okay, today we are racking off into the secondary and getting ready to dry hop. And this is the Stoned IPA clone, which actually, from my readings, has turned out to be an Imperial IPA. And we're having a Bell's over on wheat beer. So, let's get our hops in here if we can.
So is he a young person or old person?
And I will probably keep this in here for, 5 to 7 days maybe. That's it. Okay, excuse the dryer, but I've racked that off of the hops. Went ahead and filtered it through a screen and everything, so I'm going to go ahead and try to let that clear out, then I'll bottle it. So we'll see what the taste test is like. Okay, now it's time to taste our Stoned IPA clone. This has been in the bottle just a little over a week. It really needs to clear some more. It is cloudy. I don't expect it to be crystal clear just because it's a dry hopped IPA. So let's see. My glass has already been used once, so. Like I said, it is cloudy. Now, color-wise, it is pretty close to the real Stone IPA. Could be maybe just a tad bit darker. So like I said, but I think when this clears out a little bit, because about this much in the neck of it had started to clear, and I think when it clears out and stuff, it'll darken up just a tad. But it does have quite a bit of hop character, but it's almost a almost like a lemony smell. So anyway, I did try some of this the other day, and stuff. Like I said, it was pretty. It was still, you could tell it was young, but it was kind of lemony flavored. So it does have a pretty good hop smell to it. So let's give it a taste. It's not as bold as the Stone. The hop flavor and stuff is not as pronounced as the Stone. So like I said, this is still a young beer. So like I said, I wish it would have been, I think I should have put some more hops in this. It's not bad, but it's really lemony and grapefruity. Whereas I had a Stone, one of the regular Stones earlier and stuff, so my taste buds are probably totally burnt out from that one. But not bad for a first attempt. So like I said, I think if I were to do this again, I would up the caramel malt some, and probably also hit it just a little bit harder with the bittering hops. But it is really got a lot of hop essence to it, I will say that, and that's from the dry hopping. But, so like I said, not quite as bitter as the Stone, not quite as caramely flavored as the Stone. But all in all, I think for a first attempt at an IPA, it's really not too bad. So like I said, I think I'd give it a little bit more time. Like I said, get some of that, the young flavor out of there after it matures just a little bit. I don't want to let it go too long. Like I said, being an IPA, I don't want it to lose the flavor. But I figured this before I diluted it with about maybe a gallon of water. It was like 8.69% alcohol or something. So I'm guessing now that I've diluted it some, it's probably actually closer to 7 point something, maybe 8. But like I said, it's cloudy. It's like I said, I expect it to be. So anyway, so we'll give this another review. I'll probably give it another couple, 3 or 4 weeks, and try it again. Like I said, not too bad for a first attempt. I would have liked a little bit more bitter and a little more sweet from the caramel. It does leave some nice lacing in the glass, though. So anyway, so that's it. So that's my Homebrew Wednesday for today. And stay tuned, I got some more experiments coming up. So anyway, cheers, 17. It is carbonated. Cheers, 17. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. And enjoy the fruits of your labor and brew beer. Brew beer. Brew beer. Brew beer. Brew beer. Later, guys.